Ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers, Muslim and Christian, non-Muslim and non-Christian, I greet you with the greeting words of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. When translated into English, it means peace and the blessing of Allah be upon you. The theme or the subject which I am about to unfold is, although we live in 21st century, it seems as if African Muslims and their scholars are living in the Jahiliyyah period. And Jahiliyyah means ignorance period. Many of you, or some of you, may wonder why I choose to say something about Islam. Because I am a Muslim and I see my people who are Muslim in Africa are struggling with this religion. And for instance, in this 21st century. Because there are a lot of group and sect within the Islam fraternity, and they are fighting each other nowadays. I cannot mention them. There are Wahhabiyya, Ali Sunnah, Tijaniyya, Qadiriyya, Ahmadiyya, and so on and so forth. Some of my friends ask me why I don't channel my energy to say something about how we can eradicate poverty in Africa and how we can help the youth to take control of their future and destiny. But I think he's right. But to talk about these issues, we have to know with whom we are dealing in our society. Because belief is something whereby it is hard to convince someone who believes to do otherwise. Recently, there is a fighting going on between Tijaniyya and Ahl Sunnah aka Wahhabiyya. They are insulting each other and they are fighting each other. And I don't know why. If truly the Islam religion belongs to God, it is not a personal property or whoever owned the Islam, it is from God the Almighty. Why are we engaged in fighting each other? As Allah said in His Quran al-Kareem, Quran 6 verse 108. A'udhu billahi minan shaitanir rajim. Bismillahi rahmanir rahim. Wala tusubbul ladhina yad'una min dunillahi fayasubbullaha adwan bighairi ilmin كذلك زينا لكل أمة عملهم ثم إلى ربهم مرجعهم فينبئهم بما كانوا يعملون. It translates, do not insult what they invoke beside Allah. This is Allah telling the believers they should not insult those who didn't believe what they say about Allah. Because Allah said they will insult Allah spitefully out of ignorance. If you insult someone's religion or God, he will also insult your religion and God spitefully. And Allah said, this is how we have made each people. Did. This is how God made each people did. Appealing to them, then to their Lord is the return, and he will inform them of what they used to do. If someone insult your religion, your deen, or insult Allah or your prophet, you should not insult such person back, because according to Allah, he will insult Allah spitefully. You have to leave it to Allah, because Judgment Day, Allah will remind them. The same thing applies to this Tijaniya and Ahl Sunnah aka Wahhabiyya. They are trying to fight each other and to convince each other who knows Islam better and who understand Islam better. And this all has to do with ignorance. What is ignorance? Ignorance is lack of knowledge or understanding. A person in the state of being unaware or even cognitive dissonance. Such individual can be described as a person who is unaware of important information or facts. And what is cognitive dissonance? It is the psychological discomfort felt when holding two or more conflict, beliefs, attitude, value, or behavior. For instance, Muslims accuse traditional worshippers that they kill animals for the stone they worship. But Muslims also do the same when they go to Hajj. They sacrifice animal and they also kiss the black stone in the Kaaba. Even Arab women who are barren ask the black stone to give them children. And even according to Hadith, Sunnah and Nasiya, volume 2919, he said that the black stone will erase the sin of mankind. So you see, and this is cognitive dissonance. What you are preaching against, other people believe, and you are doing the same thing. It's like someone, most of the imam, let us to believe that zina is forbidden. But this same imam, we will see them in the night trying to seduce young girls. So they are saying in their behavior did not match. And this is what we call cognitive dissonance. And this kind of psychological discomfort happen a lot in the Zongo community and, for instance, within our Muslim Ummah. Ignorance can appear in three different types. First one, factual ignorance. This has to do with lack of knowledge of some facts. For instance, long time ago, people in a village, and still people in a village go to fetch water, and the water they drink, there is a germs in the water, and many people die in those village. But they attributed this kind of death to God because they do not have the fact. They attributed it to God. So they go to the soothsayers and they pay a lot of money how they could prevent this death. Until a white man came with a telescope and looked into the river whereby they fetch water to drink, and it sees a lot of gems. And these white people tell them, no, there are gems in the water. That's why you are dying. It has nothing to do with God. So if you fetch the water, you have to cook the water properly before drinking it. When they start doing it, then the death rate has been reduced. And this is what is going on within our Muslim community. Factual knowledge, we don't have it. And we attributed it to God because we don't know where it comes from. And second, object ignorance. Object ignorance has to do that someone have no affinity or experience with the object, but he try to do as if he has the knowledge of this particular subject. For instance, as someone is asked, why if a goat gives birth to a goat, the baby of the goat will walk on the same day, while if human being give a birth to a baby, it will take months before it could work. And most of our scholars and imams, because they do not have affinity or experience with this subject, then they give wrong answer because they said everything is in the Quran, so they think they know everything. They are superhuman beings. But there are certain specific knowledge whereby you have to be affinity with that knowledge. Otherwise, you will be beaten about the bush. And the third one is technical ignorance. Technical ignorance is lack of knowledge or how to do something. Because if we claim that there is everything in the Quran, and when your bicycle or your car or your light is not working, can you send it to Imam or to the scholar of Islam to repair it for you? If we claim that there is everything in the Quran, and this is this kind of knowledge we don't have, but we pretend to be super human being. What we need in Africa is clever people, because clever people are not feeling insecure. They do not shout. They let other people underestimate them, because being underestimated is an advantage for clever people. Clever people ask simple question. The answer you give them reveal everything they need to know. Clever people notice the things most people ignore. They hold back their reaction, strength, until the exact moment required to react. And when they react, they always hit the nail on the head. Clever people are not afraid to let other people take credit, because influence does not come from recognition, but it comes from quiet control. Clever people do not rush to speak. Their silence makes others reveal more than they intended. Clever people study reaction, but not words. They study your reaction, but not what you say, but what you do. Clever people never show their cards. They are not boasting. They are not arrogant and such things. Because mystery is their shield. Clever people do not outtalk you, but they outthink you. At the end of the day, their cleverness is not how much they know, but it is how they use what they know. So I think in African society and community, those who lead us, we should have a clever people who will lead us to eradicate poverty, to prepare the youth for their future. Not those who talk too much, but those who use their knowledge into practice. This is what we need. But those ignorant who gather together and then fighting each other about Islam, whereby it has no added value for our community, we have to ditch all these half-baked imams, because upon the degree they acquire, be it a master degree, philosophy, PhD, and such thing, we have never seen that they have created a pin or a toilet paper for our community. And we have never seen that they have bring our community together. They have arranged and managed our community to be a safe place, to be envy of every community. Look at our community. Our community is dirty. It stinks. Upon all this, we have to clean our community. We have to build our youth. We have to do many things. So they ignore their responsibility in fighting about each other, about Islam, which does not belong to any of them. Because Allah the Almighty does not need you to fight for him. Allah can fight for himself. Allah is powerful than you are. If Allah wants, he will fight his fight. Allah does not need you as a human, as a mortal, to fight for him. This all is craziness. We should stop and focus our energy and our knowledge to uplift the youth. Thank you.